Sentimiento. I want you to stay hungry and keep learning, because for me, I still learn basic. The 2 left feet level. This is the first level where they don't think they could dance at all because they don't have rhythm. If you can walk, you can dance. Okay? Sentimiento. Right now we are at the Sexy Sensual Latin Festival and also the World Bachata Champions of Champions. We're in London. My name is Rodney Aquino. They call me Rodchata. They called me that name about 15 years ago when I was dancing bachata in Los Angeles, and they videotaped it. I was dancing with a very good salsa instructor, and then they pushed it all. They put it all over the place, and then it's like, no, that guy name, we gotta call him Rodchata. I was like, okay, I didn't think of it then, but then when I started teaching, I adapted that name. Oh Lord have mercy, I started dancing 20 years ago. This is when I started ballroom, Latin ballroom. Those are 5 required dances, okay? And then I started salsa. On one, I thought, okay, I was dancing all over the place. After salsa, I moved to New York, and I saw a couple dancing to a music that was strange, a bit strange. I was in an area called Washington Heights, predominantly Dominican restaurants. So I went to a Dominican restaurant, and this couple was dancing close to a tune of bachata. Back then I didn't know, and I asked somebody, I said, what do you call that dance? Bachata. And so I started getting curious about it. When I started dancing bachata, I was dancing the non-authentic one. I was dancing the traveling steps, as we call them, moderna now. And that's how I started dancing bachata. I'd say I've been dancing bachata now for 15 years. That was when United States didn't like bachata yet. Sentimiento. Whether you understand Spanish or not, when you listen to the music, it induces some type of emotion for some reason, right? Whether it's the voice, whether it's the rhythm or the instrument, whether it's slow, whether it's fast. For some reason it moves you. It's a matter of getting used to a little bit with the twangs and twangs of the guitar. But once you get used to it, and I happen to play the guitar and drums, so I got attracted to it. It's like, well, what the hell? It's like, this is a different way of playing the guitar, and so I fell in love with that music. I fell in love with the music first before dancing. So my advice to the average dancer, there are many kinds of dancers there at the level. The 2 left feet level. This is the first level where they don't think they could dance at all because they don't have rhythm. If you can walk, you can dance. Okay? Now, for the beginners, there are beginner level, intermediate level, advanced level, and then professional level. The beginner level are the best because they're very much open. They're so curious. They're very, oh, I want to learn this and I want to learn that. Oh, I want to learn more about bachata. Keep it up. Okay? The intermediate level are the most dangerous one, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the intermediate level already think they're advanced. So that's a danger there, because the moment you think that, then you stop there. You're not going to grow anymore. No more growth, no more openness right there. So when Arnold Schwarzenegger says, stay hungry, I want you to stay hungry and keep learning, because for me, I still learn basic. Just like Bruce Lee said, stay hungry or be like water. And when I learned how to punch, it was just a punch. But when I actually learned how to punch, now it's just a simple punch. What he meant by that is that whenever you go and think that you're out there, that's when you go basic again, because you learn new things again. You learn how to approach it. You learn how to even think of a different way to present it to a follower or present it to a leader, whoever you're dancing with. So an advanced person is that person that goes back to basic and appreciates the basic more. An advanced person loves dancing with beginners. Loves dancing with beginners, because if you're an advanced person and if you cannot make a beginner look good, you have to go to basics again. Okay? Professionals, that's a different question now. I was judging last night. That was very good. They've improved a lot. The categories, there's a Dominican category, quote unquote Dominican. There is a modern category or cabaret, and there is a Jack and Jill, or what we call a freestyle social dancing category. Each of these categories has improved from last year. It's a great thing. This is I am the brainchild of this competition, and Tony and I had talked about this for years, and I'm glad that Tony finally implemented it, because I had a hard time implementing it in the United States, and he implemented it in Europe, and it's working well, and I believe that every year it's going to work well, and I'm always going to be here for that, just to help Tony out and to improve the bachata competition, because the bachata competition has messed up bachata a little bit, just a little bit. So we're trying to make it right so that everybody's happy. When I was dancing in the Dominican Republic, I danced with a girl. We danced to a 7-minute song. It was a Jovera song. I forgot the title. We didn't do anything else except stationary step, close position. Nothing sexual, just enjoying the music, feeling the music, and feeling the vibe of the club, which was outdoor. After I danced with her, she said, thank you, because she spoke a little broken English. Thank you, I felt good. So there's a difference between saying, man, that was a good dance, you were badass, you were doing all this kinds of footwork, blah blah blah. To some people that's good dancing and socially. To some people it's like, thank you, I really felt good dancing with you, I felt great. For me, that is good social dancing, specifically to this dance, which is called bachata, because bachata is sentimiento. So it's all about feeling, it's all about how your leader made you feel, or how the follower made you look good and responded to your lead. That, for me, is the very definition of social dancing. That really depends, because now the music has evolved so much. I would classify it to authentic, to modern, to urban. Because most of the music now, like Prince Royce and Romeo, is urban bachata. We call it urban bachata. I like Prince Royce, I like Romeo, very creative people. There is a Grupo Extra. What I love about Grupo Extra is that not only they're playing modern, but they're taking out the traditional music and playing it again, just to recognize the traditional people. As far as the Bachata Authentica, Anthony Santos, Joe Veras, Raulín Rodriguez, Kiko Rodriguez, Frank Reyes, El Torito, Hector Acosta, Zacarias Ferreira. My God, there's so many of them. Or even Juan Soriano, spelled J-O-A-N. Juan Soriano. There is another one that I keep forgetting. Luis Vargas. Those are my really all-time favorite. If I wanted to just go to iTunes and Apple, I just research them and I just upload all this stuff.
So now, the last question. Are you coming to Iceland?
It's funny because Sessy invited me to Iceland, and the funny story is I didn't know where Iceland was. I thought it was a part of the United States. She almost threw me out of the bridge when I said that, by the way, because we were walking along the bridge. It's like, what? It's like, And I didn't know it's part of the, a little bit out there in the Nordic region or whatever you want to call it. And so I would love to go to Iceland. Number one is because I've never been there, okay? Number two is I heard that bachata is getting popular there, and so it'd be really great to meet the bachateros there and the dancers, or even the beginners who are curious about bachata. And if I can help a little bit to open your eyes about bachata, whether it's moderna or traditional or authentic as we call them, by all means, I'd love to be there. We just need to figure out which month is good, along with my schedules, because this year I'm fully booked. Next year I'm also fully booked until June already. So Sessy and I will plan about it. To those of you who like to know more about me, I'm always on Facebook. That's my business. I got 3 accounts there. That's because 2 of it is full. Okay, so it's Rodney Rodchata Aquino, either 1, 2, 3. Add me those if one of it doesn't work. You could always find my site, rodchataclasses.com. I write articles there, I post video there, and whenever you are around USA, you could go there to where my whereabouts are.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear. They call me Rodchata. Oh, Lord have mercy. To some people, it's like, thank you, I really felt good dancing with you. I felt great. For me, that is good social dancing, specifically to this dance, which is called bachata, because bachata is sentimiento. So it's all about feeling. It's all about how your leader made you feel, or how the follower made you look good and responded to your lead. That, for me, is the very definition of social dancing.
Su